Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, we're going to talk about hypertension. 17th May is designated as Hypertension Day, and this is really the time that everybody should understand the importance of normotension, which means having normal blood pressure. Now, 1 in 5 people is struggling with hypertension, and we've reached a point where it is considered to be normal, and people just pop a pill and think it's normal, whereas it's not normal at all. uh, we have hypertension, which is high blood pressure. We have normotension, which is normal blood pressure, and hypotension, which is low blood pressure. So today we'll talk about hypertension because that's one of the leading causes of heart attack, heart failure, peripheral vascular disease, and few other diseases. Now, what happens when you have high blood pressure? Your arteries become large because your heart has to work extra while pumping and sending the blood to your body, supplying the blood to your body. So your arteries become large. Over a period of time, they become weak and they can get damaged. Now, a damaged artery can bleed into tissue, which can be life threatening, and that is something that one needs to avoid. A weak artery also, or rather a large artery, then tends to attract a lot of substance that's there in the blood, like fat, cholesterol, calcium, and that causes a buildup which is called the plaque. Now this plaque sits there in the artery and slowly also keeps attracting more and more stuff that's there in the blood and becomes like a clot. Now, when there is a clot, this makes your artery passage very narrow from where the blood is supposed to be traveling throughout the body, and which leads to stroke, heart attack, heart failure, and which is why it's very important to make sure that you have the normal blood pressure reading. 130 by 80 or 120 by 80 is what is considered to be a normal blood pressure. If it goes beyond that, you need to be concerned and you need to start working on that. High blood pressure or hypertension can cause things like heart attack, peripheral vascular disease, chronic kidney disease, and a brain stroke. Now, what are the possible causes of hypertension? Number one, of course, excess salt intake. Number two, lot of processed food, junk food, fried food, obesity, refined food, being overweight, alcohol, smoking, no exercise, and sedentary lifestyle. Certain cases, it is also hereditary. So one needs to look at the reason and start working on it. A health and lifestyle plays very important role when it comes to hypertension. Today I'm going to talk about a particular diet which helps you to control hypertension. We call it a DASH diet, which is dietary approach to stop hypertension. It really does wonders, and one has to be just careful about how you lead your life, what is the kind of food you consume, and reverse your condition. Now, DASH diet is safe, simple, and sustainable. In principle, this is a diet which is low in salt, low in sugar, low in saturated fat, zero in trans fat, and low in high fat dairy. This is a diet which is rich in fruits, vegetable, lean protein, fish, poultry, fruits and vegetables, I already said, and low fat dairy. Right? Now, what is it that we need to control? Salt intake, very important. So when we do the guesswork, we always, and especially we as Indians, we overdo our salt. So we need to measure our salt anywhere between 1200 to 2300 milligram. 2300 is the max that the salt should be consumed on a daily basis. So please start measuring your salt. Number two, you should not be using table salt under any circumstances, which means you should not be sprinkling salt on your sabzis just because you feel it's less, or on your gravies, or on your salad. Avoid doing that. Alternatively, You can use things like basil, thyme, oregano, black pepper, lemon to really enhance the flavor of your food. Next is fruits and vegetables. Very, very important. You have to consume 7 to 8 servings of vegetable, which is like a non-negotiable. When you're trying to reverse your hypertension, this can be raw, steamed, sauteed, cooked, whichever way you like, but 7 to 8 vegetables, various colors. Fruits, two fruits if you're not overweight in a day is a good thing. If you're not battling overweight or obesity, you can go up to 3 to 4 fruits in a day. Now this is where you get your vitamin, your minerals, your fiber, so very, very important. The next in the list is nuts and seeds. They're very important. They give you good fat, they give you protein, they give you fiber, they give you vitamins and minerals. So you could to walnuts, almonds, 1 tablespoon of any seeds that you like, nuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, sunflower seeds. Now make sure that you're not doing all of them together, which means this will add up to 4 to 5 tablespoons. However, we're saying 1 tablespoon of seeds and perhaps 2 walnuts in a day or 7 to 8 almonds in a day is what you should be really consuming. When we talk about vegetables, we have to make sure that you're focusing on vegetables like beetroot, cabbage, green leafy vegetables. Now, these vegetables are rich in nitrate, which controls hypertension, which has beneficial effect on hypertension, helps you control your blood pressure and brings your blood pressure to a normal limit. Of course, you can use the other vegetable as well because they're rich in potassium, which also helps. Fruits are very rich source of potassium, so that's something that you need to do. Fish, make a mix of oily fish and white fish. Consume fish 2 to 3 times a week. Nuts and seeds, low fat dairy, very good for you. So low fat milk, low fat curd. What is it that you should be cutting down? Things that should just not be part of your routine. Now in that you have sweets, the processed sweets, the bakery items, which are like pastries and chocolates and puffs and patties. That is something that should just stop. Alcohol and smoking is a big no no. Alcohol in moderation, I would say avoid completely, but if you must, in moderation is what you should do. Processed food, preserved food, because they use sodium as a preservative, please avoid that. Also make sure that you're not consuming fruit juices but are consuming fruits. Pickles and papad rarely, because again they're a rich source of sodium. Today I'm going to give you a quick tip which will help you cut down on your hypertension. There is a herb called Arjun ki chhal which really helps you bring down your hypertension. So just take about 5 to 6 grams of Arjun ki chhal, boil it in water, filter out that water and drink that water once a day, which will help you bring down your hypertension. Please make notes of this video and make sure you start following it and bring down your hypertension. If you have any more questions related to hypertension, put them in the comment section and we will get back to you. Do share it with friends and family because there are a lot of people dealing with hypertension. We'll talk again. Take care. Bye bye.